There are many creepy myths on the internet, but I bet you didn't realize just how terrifying some of these myths can be. So make sure to watch till the end because I've hidden a secret Roblox code somewhere in this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. This first girl became infamous for having an extremely creepy face. Not much is known about her, but she's become a popular creepypasta. It was rumored that she haunted people and did some really terrible things.
Let's talk about
Yoshi Kimura.
Basically, Yoshi Kimura is a young woman at age 20. Her friends and her decided to go to the forest, but she went missing 2007. And it's basically the same year they decided to go to the forest. I don't know if her friends also went missing, but I guess so cause all of them went to the forest. One of her friends was named Asuno Yuta. While they explore the forest, they find a cave. They go in it and it was really black, so they could not see anything. And that was then an unknown man killed Yoshi, and he spilt her lips into a big, terrifying smile. Here are some pictures.
Guys, that is seriously creepy. Like, what even is that?
This was her before he spilted her lips into a big, terrifying smile. That's all I know for now. Stay safe.
Even though that terrible thing happened, it's still a miracle how she even survived. There's not much known about this girl, but I really hope she's okay. I'm sure everyone's heard of stranger danger before. It's like the #1 rule my parents always tell me before I go out. But did you know stranger danger actually has a dark backstory behind it?
Let's talk about stranger danger. Back in 2013, there was a small town called Lockwood Valley, and kids would commonly go missing. Their parents never saw who they were, who took them. They would just disappear all of a sudden. So because kids would go missing all the time, an unknown developer came out with an app called Stranger Danger. It acts as a radar scanning the area around you. It shows you red dots when strangers were nearby. Immediately after its release, people in the town downloaded it, and it seemed to really help people know when a possible kidnapper is nearby.
Well, that sounds pretty useful. Guys, I'd definitely download this app.
For a while after its release, there was no kidnapping. One day, a few weeks after its release, the app started showing multiple dots around you. And when you look, there will be black figures standing there. Usually the app would let you sound an emergency alarm, but it wasn't working. The reason for this was because the app was hacked by the same group of people that had been kidnapping the kids in this town. Because everybody had their locations on, they were able to see where everyone was allowing the kidnappers to find them. After this, the kidnapping had gotten much worse than it ever was before. Shortly after this, the app had shut down and everybody moved out of this town, leaving it abandoned. What do you think about this?
That sounds seriously terrifying. How did they even manage to take over the app? And who in their right mind would put that much effort into something as horrible as kidnapping? I honestly wouldn't trust my phone again if I ever downloaded that app. Now, this next story is about a girl who was made fun of a lot, but she came back to haunt those who bullied her. I don't know much about this, but it's pretty unsettling.
Let's talk about Sally Stitch. Anyways, Sally was a girl who lived in a small village in the mountains. People said she was awkward and shy, but there was one group of kids who would constantly make fun of her. One day, Sally was walking home from school when the bullies saw her and started throwing rocks at her.
Who in their right mind would throw rocks at people in the first place? They honestly deserve what happened.
But what she did next left everyone in shock. She pointed at one of the bullies and said, "You will die in 3 days." The bullies laughed, thinking it was a joke, but 3 days later, that boy started throwing up blood. The doctor couldn't find out what caused it, and he passed away the exact time Sally said. People found out Sally's ability and it scared them. A group of villagers brought Sally into an abandoned mine, and they tied her to a chair once nobody could see or hear her scream. They then took out a sewing needle and stitched Sally's lips together so she could never tell another death. Then they left her in the mine and sealed the door closed. Ever since she died alone in the cave, unable to scream, she haunts anyone who knows what really happened to her. Once you hear her story, you have to pass it on to someone else, or she will appear by your bed with a needle to make sure you never speak again. Thanks for watching.
Oh my god, guys, this is so scary. I don't think it's actually real, but I'd still share the story just in case she comes for me. This next myth is about an old Facebook account that many people thought was creepy.
Let's talk about this urban legend originated on Facebook. It's about a Filipino woman named 𝗲cie, who also goes by the name 𝗲cie Sie. Nobody knew. Where did the word chef came from? What caught people's attention was that her Facebook friends was also her. Same photos but different, like it was photoshopped. It's like multiple account with a different configurations. Some say she created those multiple account for face video games for a reward. Anyways, a lot of people were creeped out by Marjorie's posts. She often shared disturbing images including animal cruelty and gore, and sometimes added creepy captions.
That sounds so creepy. I honestly don't know how Facebook could even allow something like that.
She also wrote about a woman named Daphne, who was her father's friend. Daphne was often visiting Marjorie's dad. Daphne had died a long time ago, cutting her own head with glass because she wanted to be more beautiful. And then she said that Daphne's soul are haunting her. However, this story is entirely fake. And the user on 4chan posts about Marjorie's comment that she was cremated first before her husband, and has a single friend 𝗀cie. She also posts about that she wanted to eat children, harming children, gore images and herself in different clothes. It was photoshopped apparently. What do you think about this urban legend?
I feel like this legend is fake and was just made to scare us. None of the things they said in it seemed realistic. Now, this next myth is about a creepy account that was going around scaring people.
Explaining creepy accounts, part 2. But do you mind following me on Roblox? Thank you very much. When you search 𝗀𝗂𝗯𝗀𝗶 on TikTok, you might just see a Muslim girl with hijab, right? That account may seem normal, but it isn't, it's creepy. If you look at her videos, her second video is censored, as again this is a warning from TikTok. This video contains a bit loud screaming. The girl wears a blue shirt than her face. It's just so creepy. I know some of y'all will say it's not creepy because it's not fully creepy yet. It's just a small jump scare. I very recommend to not watch the video because it's just a nitrogen monoxide.
Wow, guys, that sounds so strange. I went on TikTok and searched for the account just for you, and it's actually pretty scary. Here's the first TikTok that appeared. Guys, this is way too scary. I almost peed my pants. This video even got censored by TikTok because it was so terrifying. So yeah, don't search up this account. I'm sure most of you know what skinwalkers are. They're creepy beings that can possess you, but they actually have a pretty chilling backstory.
Let's talk about
Skinwalkers.
Skinwalkers is a shapeshifter, which means they can shift into anything. Skinwalkers can enter your body and even control your body by luring someone. But it's not only your appearance, it can also copy your voice so perfect. They start with an animal because it's the easy thing for them to catch. But skinwalkers have been sighted in Arizona, but they are mostly found all over the whole world. If your pet is being shapeshifted by an skinwalker, it might just only stare and follow you everywhere. Skinwalkers are smart, and it will pretend as your pet.
Oh my chicken, guys, this is literally the scariest thing ever. What if my own pet is a skinwalker? If you made it to the end, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. Tell me how I sound.